I don't want to fight in this war.
Meet Yevgeny Korobov, a career officer who deserted the Russian army to avoid fighting in the war against Ukraine.
Defending your homeland? Yes, there's nothing wrong with defending Russia on its own soil if it's attacked. But that didn't happen.
Korobov says he was misled about the nature of the mission on February 24, 2022, and never believed the Kremlin would launch a full-scale invasion of Ukraine.
This war wasn't like Ukrainians sitting in trenches with the machine guns on one side of the border and us driving in on tanks on the other. No. We were moving in a convoy, driving through towns where people were going about their lives. And we drove through waving and saying hello. I remember one incident. A man rode up to us on a bicycle, slightly drunk, and said, "What are you doing here? Go home." I told him, "I'd love to. You should ride your bike to the Kremlin and tell them. We don't decide anything here."
Korobov served in Russia's 15th Motorized Rifle Brigade, which was deployed near Kyiv until the end of March 2022. Ukrainian prosecutors later accused some members of the unit of war crimes. Korobov says he heard about the allegations but did not witness any crimes himself. After several months in Ukraine, he knew he had to find a way out.
The only way out of there is either by dying or being wounded. There are no other options. And you can get wounded in many ways. Twist your leg, get badly bruised, anything. There are different ways. And then I had the chance to make sure it would work. For sure.
Korobov attended a Russian military academy and served in Syria. In Ukraine, he admits he may have wounded or killed someone by firing in battle, but he says he had no choice. During a combat mission, he shot himself in the leg to escape the fighting.
The blood started pouring out, hot blood. My whole boot was full of it. You could feel how much was coming out. A lot.
While recovering in hospital back in Russia, Kremlin-backed media celebrated Korobov as a war hero for saving his unit under fire in Ukraine without taking any casualties.
Больше года мать не видела сына.
Новостей, когда нету, еще невозможно дозвониться до ребенка. Мысли всякие разные идут в голову.
Сегодня он здесь. Давайте встретим Женю.
Korobov says that while he was in the TV studio, he already knew he would never go back to the war. Fearing he might be sent to the front again, he started planning his escape from Russia.
Somehow I managed, I don't know if it was cleverness or luck, to come up with the plan. If you are going to run, you shouldn't hide inside Russia. That won't work. You have to leave the country.
In January 2023, Korobov moved to Kazakhstan's capital Astana and applied for asylum. In September 2025, local authorities officially rejected his request, saying there was no reason to believe he would face persecution in Russia. Human rights activists in Kazakhstan are now helping him take his case to court.
We have clear and unequivocal evidence that his desertion was not cowardice. It was politically motivated. Korobov does not support the authorities' policies. He considers this war to be criminal and refuses to take part in it.
Wanted in Russia for desertion, Korobov keeps the details of his journey to Kazakhstan private. While waiting for asylum, he says he feels more certain than ever that he made the right choice.
Russia doesn't need victory. It needs war.
Потому что все, что происходит,
Everything can be justified by war, absolutely everything. Permanent war is beneficial. From the first days until now, any outcome can be presented as a victory, and those who are dissatisfied can be killed or imprisoned. That's standard practice in Russia.
довольно убить, посадить, все. В чем проблема? В России это рабочая практика.
Korobov addresses Russian soldiers who are on the front lines in Ukraine or heading there soon.
Какие бы убеждения у вас в голове не были,
Whatever beliefs you have now, the regime will change. They'll put new ideas in your head. And you'll realize that everything you believed in, the whole narrative that sent you to war, was a lie.
окажется вымыслом. Просто кто-то уже будет мертв.
Some people are already dead. That can't be undone. But those who are alive still have a choice.
Поэтому, если есть возможность,
So if you can, think, use your head, and get out of there.
валите оттуда.
Korobov could face up to 15 years in prison under Russian criminal law for his desertion and speaking out against the war.